Hey guys! Today's video is sponsored by Arteza, and they sent me a bunch of really cool stuff to try out, like this gray tone sketch pad and a bunch of other cool stuff. I got this black sketchbook paper, and it looks really nice. Some dry erase markers, some gel pens. They even sent me some dry erase boards, but I just chose a couple things for this video, and we're gonna have some fun and do some different art projects. So the first project I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try these gel pens, and the first thing I wanna do is just unpackage them and swatch them. Look how pretty these colors are. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's swatch them all. I wanna see how each one comes out, and I'm just kind of brainstorming what I wanna do at this point because so many gel pens, so many colors. It's awesome. I really liked how pigmented they are and how flowy they come out of the pen. I didn't really have to work hard to activate them, which was really, really nice. And I think that pack came with 24 different colors. So I feel like I can do a lot of stuff with this. I feel like I have a lot of freedom, and there's a nice amount of each color. With that being said, I decided, hey, I'm doing a Zentangle with this. But not just any Zentangle. I'm going to draw an object and make it a Zentangle. It's going to get crazy up in here. So what I did was I started off with this fuchsia color, and then I worked my way through the rainbow to draw a flower. And I thought this was such a fun idea because I could kind of have the freedom to use as many colors as I want, but still do a relaxing Zentangle. And the best part is, at the end, it's going to look like something. It's not just going to take up the whole page. So this was a stress-relieving sketch for me, and it was a really easy and fun, creative way to try out a new art supply. So if you're trying out a new art supply like this, I would totally recommend a simple Zentangle. Kind of helps you get the feel of how something works. I really liked the fact that I started with the pink in the middle and then I'm working my way through the rainbow. I've always wanted to try this, so it's really neat to just see it come to life. And I always see these rainbow looking Zentangles on Pinterest, but I've never actually tried one of my own, so I'm really glad I have a bunch of gel pens to do that with. I give these an A+. They're really, really nice, and I actually put them in this cup on my art desk because I think I'm gonna use them a lot. I think I'm really excited about these because when I'm not doing YouTube, I try to do art that is very stress relieving for me, and a lot of the time I gravitate towards Zentangles. Like if I'm watching a show on Netflix and I just want to relax, a lot of the times I just grab my sketchbook and I doodle. I don't do full-on projects. I do stuff like this, and that's because it just kind of helps me unwind from my day. So I've been really into gel pens lately. If you've seen any of my recent videos on how to fill a sketchbook or different drawing ideas, you will see me using gel pens and doing a lot of Zentangles. And that is because it is something that I have discovered is super therapeutic lately. So yeah, I'm really excited about these. And now we are starting the stem of the flower, working our way with green. And I actually stopped at green. I didn't use any blue. I just kind of felt like if I did any more colors than that, it would take away from the simplistic beauty of what is. And oh my goodness, guys, if I could just have a wall hanging of the top part of the flower, that'd be so cool. It's very bohemian. I like it. Alright, we're gonna wrap this project up with a few more details, but we have two other art projects in this video, and the styles are all very, very different, so I'm very excited to show you what's coming. If you feel a little antsy, that's okay. Stick around. It's about to change. You ready for this? You ready for this? Okay, we're gonna do a fox painting now, and I'm using my black sketch pad. Here's my little thumbnail practice sketch. I decided to paint a fox that is kind of just chilling in the middle of the night at a bus stop with a suitcase. Why is he wearing a bow tie? I don't know. Why does he have a suitcase? I don't know either. Anyway, I'm using this black sketch pad that Arteza sent me, and I have a bunch of gouache paints because that is my favorite medium of all time. So why not see what gouache looks like on black paper? I thought that was so exciting. I had never, once, years ago, I did gouache on black paper, but it may have been one of my very first gouache paintings, and I don't think I still have it. So I was really excited to just give it another go, and I love, love, love how much gouache paint pops off of black paper. I mean, every now and then if you're using a light color, you might have to do 2 layers, but hey, that is okay with me. I thought this made the entire painting kind of look bioluminescent in a weird way. Like, what world is he living in that he is glowing in the middle of the night? That is so cool to me. I was so pumped about this painting, and I just enjoyed every moment of it. My inspiration for this piece actually came from Harry Potter, believe it or not. I'm a Harry Potter junkie. I think you guys know that by now. But in The Prisoner of Azkaban, I believe it is, Harry leaves, and he's kind of at the street curb with his trunk, and he looks across the street and he sees a werewolf, like, disappear. And that's it. He thought he saw something in the bushes across the street. And for some reason, I was just thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool to kind of make some sort of animal at a bus stop? And I know that's some weird inspiration, and I don't know how it got me to a fox at a bus stop, but you know what? Weird things come to your mind late at night when you're painting, so don't give me hash. This was really fun though, and I enjoyed it. I also tried to do very loose strokes for a lot of the background and keep it simple, because I have been thinking about my painting styles lately, and sometimes I think it would just be more fun to be a little more gestural and try not to be super fine detailed with every little thing, and just have some fun with it and see where it takes me. So here we go. This is what we're doing. We're doing simple backgrounds with a couple leaves here and there, and I really liked how that turned out, and I think it was very fitting for the paper because it kind of made the background bold enough, which, by the way, using the black paper as the background was so cool to me, and using the black paper for other objects too, like the suitcase, that was so neat. I really liked using this, and I think it was just a nice bold choice for the scene that I wanted to paint, especially with these stars in the sky and everything. So yeah, I will say I don't think that this paper is meant for paint, but it held up really well, and I was very impressed. It hardly buckled, so yeah. I mean, it's thinner paper. I think it's meant for colored pencil, but hey, I was happy with it. By the way, we are switching over to the gray toned paper now, and I think this one was my favorite of everything that I received. By the way, I'm going to leave links to everything I received down below. I highly recommend all of this stuff. As you guys know, I use Arteza stuff regularly. It is an art supply of choice, so I think it's a really neat opportunity that they are sponsoring me. They have excellent student grade quality art supplies, and if you're on a budget, I would say this is a really wonderful option because they have very good quality stuff and it's at an affordable price. That's why I really like it. It really appeals to me because I don't have to break bank to try new stuff, and I know that if I run out of it, like, I don't have to break bank again to replace a good art supply. So that's something that I really like. Anyway, let's talk about my piece now. Do you guys know who I'm drawing? I want you to take a guess right now. Don't wait until the end of the video. My question of the day is, who am I drawing right now? Let me know down below who you think this is. This is a very classic fairy tale character. but I have revamped her. She is a rebellious teenager in this picture, a little retro, maybe in a different time era now, and maybe a little more flirtatious than she would be in her typical fairy tale. Who is this? Let me know down below who you think it is. I was really excited about this one. Ooh, let me drop you another hint. I have drawn the classic version of this character in the past. However, I kind of altered her too, so yeah. But if you know who I'm talking about, drop the name down below. I'm really excited about this. This part here might give it away. The apple. I really enjoyed this because I tried to use the same color scheme as this character. Didn't want to stray from that, but I wanted to change up the clothing and her hairstyle. So as you can see, I am drawing Snow White. I gave it away. I hope you guys commented before I gave it away though. I'm drawing Snow White. I changed the color of her hair. Like maybe she dyed it and she's just a little rebellious, like, ha, dyed my hair, what now? I even straightened it and grew it out a little bit. And she's wearing a crop top and just some bold clothing, a little different, but making a statement. And I kind of just like how unique her clothing style is in this picture. How she decided to wear red pants instead of the normal like blue jeans. She just wanted to be bold. So yeah, I had fun with this one, especially because I was testing a bunch of different mediums on this paper. And I think of all the supplies that Arteza sent me, this gray paper is by far my favorite. It holds up very well. I could use my Posca pens on it and the paper did not fray or fall apart, which was great because I even layered it on top of like pretty wet marker, you know. I used my Copic markers on this. It blended great. I used some Prismacolor markers. It worked out great. Colored pencil, my fine liners. I tested a lot of art supplies in this sketch, so I am very happy with this paper, and I really like the way that tan tone paper looks, especially when you draw people. I don't know, it gives me Will Terrell vibes. I like it. Also, I am updating my store, so if you want this piece, it is for sale in my shop. Just thought I would let you know. Anyway, that's pretty much it. A+ to everything I tried in this video, and thank you so much, Arteza, for sending me all of this stuff. I really, really liked it. And I had so much fun drawing this person. I'm trying to get brave and draw more people again. Let me know which piece out of the 3 was your favorite in this video, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!